Anger spilled onto the streets of the capital Khartoum as news of the military coup spread. Internet access was quickly cut off, but the call for a return to civilian rule continued to echo around the country.
This is a fully fledged coup and we reject it completely.
Soldiers opened fire on crowds, causing deaths and injuries.
If I look out of the window, and indeed it is getting dark, we still have barricades burning and we can hear occasional gunshots.
Civilian and military leaders have been in a fractious power-sharing arrangement since longtime ruler Omar al-Bashir was overthrown in 2019. Now, the armed forces have ripped up the deal.
To correct the path of the revolution, we're enforcing a state of emergency all over the country.
The Prime Minister and most of the cabinet were arrested and taken to undisclosed locations.
The acts of the military today represent an unacceptable betrayal of the Sudanese people and their journey to democracy.
Members of the Sudanese community reacted with alarm.
All the Sudanese here in Australia and outside, in different countries, they are suffering a lot because there is no any access to get people in Sudan and even our families. They are fighting for civil rules, and because of that, many people have been killed.
The military was due to hand control to a civilian leader next month. Hopes for a peaceful transition of power have been shattered. Tom Joyner, ABC News.
Well, a day after the coup d'etat that saw the military seize power from the transitional government in Sudan, anger among ordinary people there seems only to have grown louder. Demonstrators flooded the streets of Khartoum, the capital, and elsewhere across Sudan in support of democracy and to protest against the coup leaders. Security forces responded with violence, firing into some of the crowds in Khartoum, killing several and injuring dozens more, according to the Sudan Doctors Committee. Now, this all comes after Sudanese soldiers arrested the Prime Minister on Monday in a dramatic takeover, declaring a state of emergency and disrupting internet and phone networks. The Prime Minister and other senior officials who were also arrested are still being detained in a military camp just outside of the capital. Now, Sudan's autocratic former leader Omar al-Bashir was forced from power only 2 years ago after a popular uprising. And there had been efforts since then and hopes to transition Sudan towards democratic rule. Internationally, Western countries and the United Nations have condemned the coup leaders and demanded the release of the Prime Minister and other senior officials.
Any attempt to undermine the transition process puts at risk Sudan's security, stability, and development. The United Nations will continue to stand with the people of Sudan as they strive to fulfill their aspirations for a peaceful, prosperous, and democratic future.
Meanwhile, Sudan's top general Abdel Fattah Burhan has defended the military coup, saying that it was designed to avoid a civil war. But whatever his justification, Sudan and the rest of the world will now brace for the possibility of more violence over the coming days and weeks.